How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pikmin 2. In our last episode, we had arrived at the Perplexing Pool and started much of exploration over there. We did recruit yellow Pikmin. Today's episode, we are finishing up at the Citadel of Spiders, a cave we did access right at the end, well, right at the end of the day, and a little bit towards the end of the episode. We didn't see much in the first floor, honestly, but we are going to be seeing a little bit more action going on from now. So, of course, we're just seeing Wollywogs, and pretty much as the name implies, we're going to be seeing a lot of spider-like creatures. In fact, we are going to be seeing a new enemy that was introduced into the series, and that is the Dweevil. And of course, since this one is going to be part of the Dweevil family, this one has a name fitting for it. It is the Fiery Weevil. Pretty much as its name implies, it is a fire. Oh, no! Oh! Oh! Stupid Wollywog. Oh my god, I had a small heart attack. That literally scared me. Okay. So, like I was going to say about the Fiery Weevil before I was about to lose like a bunch of Pikmin. Fiery Weevils are a unique creature. You didn't really see what it does, but if I actually throw a red Pikmin instead, they do have a gimmick to them when you try to attack them. You can attack them just by marching onto them. Their legs are kind of like a resistance point. And what's unique to them is they also gather any kind of enemy or any kind of treasure like that they see. And one way, if I can get it to, I can try to attack it. I'm trying to latch onto it, because like I said, you can't throw it at its arms, you have to actually throw it at its... Oh, no, not yellows. Not that it's bad thing, but for good practice. Throw it at it. There you go. You latch onto them, they retaliate in a moment, they charge up, and they expel fire at pretty much near at their depth point or when they feel too agitated. You just gotta be careful with the ones that you will encounter. We will encounter many various kinds throughout our journey. Just be careful of the type of elements that they will possess, because if you happen to be in a situation where it hurts your Pikmin in a very bad way, then it's not gonna be worth it at all. But enough explanation time. We pretty much should have gotten rid of all the enemies here. Is there a treasure here? Yeah, there is. Okay. I didn't even see that there. Let me just knock down this bridge. Let me go ahead and look at this half, because I didn't even bother to pay attention to this portion. In fact, there's actually nothing here other than a falling egg with nectar, and then this one is nothing. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Pretty much everything was in just this room alone. Oh, another egg. Okay. So that's probably something else I probably should have explained if it hadn't happened earlier. One added mechanic to make the caves a little bit more tricky, or something to always be on your toes about, is to make sure that you watch out for any kind of falling debris. In that case, it was an egg, so honestly it's more helpful than hurtful. But other times it might be something pretty dangerous, so just keep that in mind. Always make sure you're walking very carefully around any kind of dead end, or even in the general path. It will happen. So we get a duck head, 80 Pokos, the paradoxical enigma. Not gonna lie, I don't really know what that means. Alright, our next treasure is gonna be some lipstick. In a magenta color, I guess. The lip service, 50 Pokos. Well, lipstick is meant to aid in... Well, I'm not gonna go into that topic, but yeah. Lipstick, you know, is the whole point of masking on the lips, so lip service makes sense. A Royal Crown Cola, RC Cola 100 Pokos, the creative inspiration. What a nice name. I will admit I don't really get it, but nice name. Nice name. Alright, let's just go ahead. We've actually collected everything we needed to do. Let's go ahead and head on to the next floor. Because after this floor, they should have about we should have about 2 more floors left. For a minute there, I thought I forgot something, and I was gonna feel a little bit embarrassed if I did. I just want to go ahead and try to finish up as much as we can here. Because if you recall from the previous episode, there's only like 3 seconds left in the day. So there really isn't going to be anything we can do once we're done with this cave. Alright. Seems to be a bit more to do here. Seems like the layout is a bit bigger. Alright, and then we get another introduction to new enemies, and these are Anoid Beetles. Gotta be careful. Charge onto them. Okay. What I'm going to say about the Anoid Beetle is be careful. They are going to be dangerous in groups more than they're going to be dangerous by themselves. If you have 2 of them, that's already pretty dangerous and you want to watch out. As you can see, their method of attack is that they connect with other Anoid Beetles and pretty much give an electric charge near them. So it's in your best interest to do is use your purple Pikmin and charge onto them So that way they don't have a chance of, I guess, getting a connection with another Anoid Beetle that might be nearby, and possibly electrocuting your Pikmin, because unlike many other hazards that are around the game, like water, poison, like water, poison, or fire, electricity is instant, and if your Pikmin happens to succumb to that, it's instant death, there's no way of recovering. And of course, it wouldn't be a bug room without some stitch bugs, so let's go ahead and try to get rid of that. And don't worry if you see it charging. I almost got scared because I thought there was something there. But I was about to say don't get scared as soon as I was getting scared. What I was meaning to say is don't be too alarmed if you happen to see just one Anoid Beetle charging. It'll only give off that charging beam signal if it sees another Anoid Beetle near it. If it's by itself, you don't have to worry, your Pikmin aren't going to get electrocuted, it can still get in contact with it. Once it spits out electricity though, that's the worrying part, and you definitely want to be careful. Alright, so what we have here is an underground treasure. Alright, and let's just go ahead and collect some more spoils. Okay, this treasure's so big it's getting in the way. Alright, like I said about the Anoid Beetles, they're not really that dangerous unless they happen to connect, and then that's when you have to really put a lot of caution. Is there more enemies here? Okay, well, before I can even attempt to check the rest of the floor, that'll happen. But we do get, I guess, the upper half of a shell, seashell? The memorial shell. I guess that's a nice word. Like I said, there are some more enemies over there. Let me just go ahead and grab some of these. Yeah, we just have some more Anoid Beetles and a Stitch Bug. Stitch Bugs are only interested in Pikmin, so you can put your Captain near it and it's not going to give any kind of flying poops. You can just go ahead. You gather the rest of these guys while I let those Pikmin take care of the treasure. And if you are uncomfortable with using purple Pikmin yet, even though that's going to be a little bit hard because it should be pretty straightforward, you can still just use yellow Pikmin. They are resistant to the electricity, so you don't have to worry about them. In case you happen to fail or waste up too much time killing them, at least you don't have to worry about them getting electrocuted. Like I was mentioning when we first gathered the yellow Pikmin, the benefit of having them now is that since they are electric immune, you don't have to worry about kind of like electricity gates or electric attacks. They won't have any issue getting past them. So that's the one benefit you have after them losing bomb rocks, so don't worry about that. But we do gather the last treasure, Sunlight branded water chestnuts. The patience tester. I'm assuming it gets that name because it's like a tuna can shape. Other than that, I don't get why it has that kind of name. I really don't get it. Other than that, I'm just gonna assume it is. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let them gather the last two, and then we can go ahead and just continue exploration. Alright, good, so now we can go ahead. Like I said, you don't have to worry about getting all Pikmin under your command. As long as they're all on the floor, that's all fine. They will all go with you, no big deal. Admittedly, it didn't look like there was 85 there, but I promise. They will all go with you, I promise. I promise. Just watch. I mean, we've done it a couple times before already, but just so you guys know. And I used to have that here, that if you didn't bring all your Pikmin with you, they would get left behind. But I learned pretty quickly, or too late, that isn't the case. Okay, so now we're in the penultimate floor. This is where things are gonna maybe get just a little bit more difficult for us. We are reintroduced to an enemy. These are water Duffles. They were also pretty nefarious for killing your Pikmin relatively easily, just because since we didn't have purples, it was pretty easy for them to consume a good amount of Pikmin, and their defenses were somewhat more acceptable, but they are a bit easier to knock out this time around because of the purple Pikmin. So they aren't as dangerous as they were last time around. I'm just gonna go around. Okay, so there's nothing here, but we do see the ivory candy pop bud. There we go. Since I do want to have as much whites as I can, I'll go ahead and just sacrifice some red since I can always get them back pretty easily. Alright, so I'm gonna just go ahead and take these spoils back. In the meantime, there's gonna be some more enemies down there. I'm just gonna, if I can actually, I don't know why that took so long for me to try to collect the rest. Last one, guys, come on. Let's not struggle with trying to catch Pikmin. Pluck up there. Alright. I hate how the caves are just so dark. It's very hard to see many things. Oh, hurry up, hurry. Your sensors are so wild. Like, he was all the way over there and he saw the Pikmin from like so far. Oh, okay, okay. So you guys can probably see a little bit to the right of your screen. We see a new enemy now. It is the Hermit. Is it the Hermit Crawly? I'm probably gonna put the name up again because I just can't remember these names. These are our new enemies. They are basically crustaceans. I can't speak either. Their whole method is they stay in their shell. You kind of just have to expose them out. That almost grabbed my Pikmin. That was very close. Once they see that they're relatively close to you, all they do is charge out. What? Oh, okay. Alright, let's just get it. Alright. So that was one treasure. How did my purple Pikmin land over there? Okay, whatever. Like I said, the whole method of them is that they just pretty much stay in their burrow, they try to creep out, and when they have the opportunity to go ahead, once they see that you've been in that position for a couple seconds, that's when they charge out and consume a Pikmin. They don't consume it on the spot, they just grab it, and then they start entering back into their home to consume it. So if it does grab a Pikmin, you're not completely out of the blue yet, you still have a chance to recover it. But just be careful. There are actually size variants. This is actually the small one compared to like the bigger ones you'll see in later caves. But just be careful. So give it a chance to like find its way. It'll try to go back home. It's actually a little bit stuck right now, so it won't be able to get back home that easily. Oh, actually, never mind. It does get there. Okay. That's kind of broken. It can climb that wall. That's pretty broken. All right. Let's just try to get rid of the last enemy, the last water double. I'm telling you, having purple Pikmin makes this a lot easier to explore now. That should be the last enemy, so let's go ahead and just grab our spoils. Okay, I don't know why I guess there was no more room. Is there anything here? Oh, there's another treasure. Okay, I actually didn't even see that. I'm not gonna lie, didn't even see that. Alright, I think we should have gotten rid of everything. Honestly, the fourth floor, other than the last floor, which is gonna be the boss fight, this might be the only one that gives you some trouble. That's nothing too bad. But we do see a match holder with the Bowser Breath brand. Okay, the Flame of Tomorrow from the telephone number 555 Rupas. I like that one. That's a really good design. I like that a lot. All right, one. They're gonna bring another treasure. Oh wait, there's still one more that we're forgetting. I'll let Omar take care of that. We should be done. All right, there shouldn't be anything here. I think I already took care of everything in this side. Yeah, just an egg. I'm probably gonna have to use it just to get the rest of these leaf Pikmin up back to their proper size. Alright, collecting more spoils again, and then I'll let Louie chill out over here. Oh, they already grabbed the treasure. I didn't even realize that. Crazy. Alright. Alright, and we see like a time watch piece. The time capsule with a very adorable doggy. I feel like that's supposed to be a reference to something, but if it is, I don't remember. We're at 70 Pokos. I'm trying to remember if that is a reference to something. Like, if it is, sorry. If it isn't, well then, what else do I know? And we do get a chocolate piece worth only 15 Pokos. I think this is like one of the least expensive rewards you get, I think. The King of Sweets, fittingly named. Alright. That should be it. Let me go ahead before I get out of this cave. I do want to go ahead and just break open that gate just to get the rest of my Pikmin into leaves. Into flowers, I mean. Seem to be missing two, though. Oh, they're just scattered over there. And then Louie just has a yellow and a purple with him. Alright, let's go ahead and just break the egg. And whatever can be a flower Pikmin. Guessing everyone, it looked like not many, did it? Oh, everyone over here is good. Everyone over here, alright, so we're gonna go ahead. Let's just get out of this cave because we are gonna be entering our last one. Let's go ahead. It's time for another boss fight, ladies and gents. Oh, nothing, okay. Okay, so we're gonna be approaching boss number 3 for us. And pretty much like the other two, it's not really difficult. You just gotta be careful on how you approach this fight, like pretty much any other boss fight. We just gotta be very careful. There's a more effective way of doing this, but I'm just taking this precautionary. Oh my god. No! Back to this now. Alright, so now we are going to be entering the last floor. This is going to be a little bit different. So, of course, the final fanfare music will play. And let me go ahead. There's only going to be one thing that we're going to have to worry about here, and that is going to be... Let me go ahead and grab this treasure right here. As you can tell, the radar is kind of going off a little bit. Oh, it's not on that one. It's on one of these ones. Oh, iridescent flint beetle. Iridescent flint beetle. Reap the rewards. Reap the rewards. Rewards. Alright, all we get is just one ultra spicy spray. I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of that. And of course the double dipping. Yes, Louie. Go, 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 go. Go. Alright, no. Alright, there we go. Alright, where is the... Is it up here? I'm getting... Can I just not find treasure? Am I just that bad at this game that I can't find treasure? Really? It's all the way up there? Are you serious? Okay, let me just draw them better. Alright, so now that we're in the actual final floor of the boss fight, let me actually go ahead and make my way over to the cavern. Because obviously the biggest portion of the room is going to be where it is. And I'm going to go ahead and just take a moment, leave them there, because in a moment... I don't want them to just dig it up first. I don't want collecting a treasure to ruin my momentum and then I just end up losing it all. Come on, hurry up, dig it up, dig it up. Dig it up, guys, come on. Shouldn't be that hard to dig it up. And of course it is taking quite a while to dig it up. Okay. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just take that in a second. But of course, the boss of the Citadel of Spiders is gonna be a familiar face to us, and that is once I approach it a little bit. And there we go, we see a familiar face that we saw back in the original Pikmin. It is Mr. Beetle Longlegs. And pretty much just like in the original, his methods are still the same. He is a little bit easier to fight this time around. Of course, his main objective is to stomp anything in his path. Just whenever he's standing still like that, that is your time to go ahead and attack. Oh, no. Alright, come on. Alright, once he starts to try to shake him off, that is in your best interest to go ahead and call your Pikmin back. Because you don't want him to just throw them everywhere and then you risk losing one for a saddle. Oh, no. Come on, guys. We can do it. We can do it. Alright, I'm just going to charge him up a little bit. This should be where he stops to take a moment, and then that's when you can throw. Alright, calm back. We only have one more. That should be enough. This should be enough. Oh, ooh, that was close. That was close. Alright, and then this should be it. Alright. It may have taken away a bit more than I would have liked it, but that is beating Longlegs. It is a bit easier this time around. Just take your time and patience with it, and you'll be good to go ahead for victory. And he does drop this key. Pretty interesting. Yeah, the Pikmin are just like huddled around it in like just anxiety. Sweet victory. That giant insect's body has crumbled to dust. I am quite relieved to know I won't have to store such an enormous bug. And analyzing soil samples. Anomaly detected. What's this? What's that glittering widget? It is a key. Come on, shippod. You know what a key is. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and let them gather the key back to the ship, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab this item up here. Alright, so I will admit beating Longlegs shouldn't be that difficult. My patience wasn't rewarded, and it gave me a pretty embarrassing moment. But regardless, as long as you do what I just did there, maybe even use an ultra spicy spray if you need to, and just have patience, it will be a relatively easy victory where you shouldn't lose Pikmin like that. And you live and you learn, you know, you're just... You do what you can. But we do get pretty much a diamond gem worth 100 Pokos, the Regal Diamond. But of course, the boss item, or the main item in this floor is going to be... The key. Quite a fitting name and quite an interesting fanfare for it, worth 100 Pokos. There's more to this though. This object seems familiar. I will combine it with the President's Parallel Dimension Controller. The alert sensors indicate a massive dimensional ship at a distant location. I am receiving a message from a far-flung dimension, displaying the message now. Challenge mode can now be accessed from the title screen. It appears to be a total gibberish. Hopefully the message has reached its intended recipient. Pretty much entering the fourth wall kind of thing. I will name this apparently worthless device the key. Nice name. Alright, so the key serves no purpose in our adventure only, but as the message did say, we can now access challenge mode, and challenge mode is just basically a way of, you know, doing basically like Pikmin related puzzles. Think of it like the Pikmin growing challenge in the original game. Your method or pretty much the whole point in challenge mode for Pikmin 2 is to basically just destroy enemies, get as much treasure as you can within a time limit. We may be doing that here, I'm not sure, but as of right now, I do want to just focus on the Let's Play as we go ahead and yeah, the Pikmin that go up right behind, I love that feature. We're just gonna be focusing on the main gameplay for now. But we did salvage all 11 treasures, and we lost no Pikmin after 2 tries. But we did get everything we can out of the Citadel of Spiders and collected a good amount of some. We are just right under 40% of the debt cleared. Looking so good, looking really good so far. All right, and we head back to the Perplexing Pool. And it's pretty close to nighttime because, like I said, we came here with like very few seconds left. Yeah, basically just hurry up. There really is not much we can actually do here right now. We pretty much did everything we can in pretty much the time that'll allow us. So what I'm gonna do is instead of just letting this go by ahead, I am gonna go ahead and just start ending the day right now. We have everything we need to do. Let's just go to sunset and we'll end it right here. And like I said, if you do end the day prematurely, you don't have to worry about losing any progress or anything like that. That'll still be saved. But we're just gonna go ahead and end it right here because we did do a lot today. With the interest of time, I am gonna go ahead and partly wrap it up here, but I do want to get over a majority of the end of the day reports just because I still like to do that. And yeah, the Wallywogs are trying to attack the ship. Well, pretty much. There's 6 Wallywogs just chilling there. Dang, imagine if a Pikmin got left behind. That would be so bad. That always scared me, just leaving a Pikmin behind like that. That always got me like a tear. That's not something I ever want to see. Alright, but following today's report, including a couple of the above ground treasures, we did capture just a few. We captured all of them in below the ground. We did lose some reds, but like that's basically because they turned into whites, and we gained new Pikmin and yellow Pikmin. And pretty much saving the sanity, we did not lose any Pikmin today. Mail call, day 5.
Olimar, terrible news. I thought I went to Happy Hokoten's Savings and Loans, but it seems my loan came from the next door shop, all devouring black hole loan sharks. Whoops.
So that's why we're in debt, because this guy can't read. But I belong in that same boat, I can't read either. Alright guys, but I will end it here, so thank you so much for watching today's video. Do hope you enjoyed. Minor recap, we finished up the Citadel of Spiders, one of the main and early holes for the Perplexing Pool. There's still a good amount to do here. Next episode, I do plan on either heading back to the Perplexing Pool, but now that we do have yellows, we do have a way of going ahead and clearing up a lot more of the Awakening Wood. But if not that, you already do know that we will be at least heading back here, if not towards the Perplexing Pool. But we'll go ahead and take things one step at a time and go into the place that will just make more sense than that. But we'll go ahead and enter one of them soon. The Valley of Repose, it will be a little bit more longer before we go ahead over there. But guys, this has been your boy Ron, and until next time, I'll see you guys back here at either the Awakening Wood or Perplexing Pool, so that way we can go ahead and tackle on new areas, new caves, and see if we can discover new Pikmin. I'll see you guys then. Take care.